So take a look at these protesters, and then I will give you my opinion on what I think of these protesters. Now, I have been on both sides of the fence. These are young protesters from junior high to high school, and tell me if you think it's right for teachers to allow students to go out and protest when their job is to teach.
Having everyone home. I'm pulling my child from school today. This is my daughter's middle school. Being allowed to protest. This is my daughter's middle school. Being allowed to protest ICE agents. Disrupting traffic. Having everyone home. I'm pulling my child from school today. This is fucking unbelievable.
Get your old ass on.
So growing up in Oakland, California, from junior high, elementary, junior high, all the way to high school, I would recall my teachers. Some of them would let us to go out and protest on the street. And mind you, that my parent doesn't know that, they would have what's called protest day. And it's been happening for years and years and years and years. Up until now, these are all protesters from California. That's how they indoctrinate kids at a very young age. So my parents are busy working. They never consents to me leaving school and following the teachers to go out and protest. So you know what would happen when you protest, right? Most of the time you can either get arrested, get in danger, but because we're minors, most of the time our records are sealed. And I remember I went on a protest a couple times in Oakland, California, with my English teacher, who is a hardcore white liberal. I didn't know what the protest was. I just know that I get, I don't have to be in school. I don't have to study. Hey, I'm getting days off, like as every young stupid kids out there raised in the hood. I'm off work. So I went with everyone else and just, join the crowd. But sooner or later, it starts to sink into me as a young minority raised in the hood. And looking at my parents who work their butt off, and then my parents are saying, do good, don't go out there and create chaos, which I always keep my head on the down low, because knowing that there's always drive-by every day, and there's if you speak out or say something, you can automatically get hit or killed just like that. So I usually just stick it to myself. But going out to protest, I started to question myself, like, what would happen if I get arrested? What would happen if I get hurt along the line? And my parents, they're not aware of my whereabouts. That would increase more stress for my parents. And I started questioning my teacher's integrity. Isn't teachers supposed to teach us how to read and write? At that time, my English wasn't proficient. Coming to America as a first generations, not knowing how to speak English at all, I was kind of like behind with almost everything. And it just dawned to me, like, why is my teacher not teaching me any of this stuff? Why are they taking us out to protest on the street? What would happen if I get caught? My parents will cry because they work their butt off every day so that I can have a future. So now what do you think when teacher does that? Isn't their goal is to teach students how to read and write and learn math and history? Why are they allowing protest day, especially when they're minors? Should there be accountability with these teachers and school allowing students to walk out and protest, telling students, it's a protest day? I think there should be accountability somewhere along the line, because I don't think minors should be out on the street protesting, and these teachers shouldn't use their own personal agenda to, and especially with parents are so busy working, not knowing where their kids are. This is a problem, especially in the state of California, especially in cities like Oakland, California, San Jose, etc., where parents are minorities and they don't speak English, so they don't understand the systems. This is a major problem.